Have you ever felt lost? Like you're wandering without a map, searching for direction but coming up empty? What if I told you that there's a guide who never fails, a way that never leads you astray? Today, we're diving into John 14, 1 through 6, a powerful passage that shows us that Jesus is more than just a beacon of hope. He's heaven's GPS, leading the way. Stick around, because this might just change how you navigate your life's journey. Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God, and trust also in me. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If this were not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? When everything is ready, I will come and get you, so that you will always be with me where I am, and you know the way to where I am going. No, we don't know, Lord, Thomas said. We have no idea where you are going, so how can we know the way? Jesus told him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. Wow. Take a moment to let that sink in. Jesus isn't just showing us the way, he is the way. But let's be honest. What does that mean for us in our lives today? How do we apply this truth when we're overwhelmed by uncertainty, when we're tempted to take shortcuts, or when doubt tries to steer us off course? Have you ever wondered why Jesus didn't say, I know the way, but instead said, I am the way? Think about it. He's not offering a map. He's offering himself. This leads me to ask, what maps have you been relying on in life? Is it your career, relationships, or even your own understanding? Jesus' declaration here isn't just spiritual jargon. It's a radical truth. He is the ultimate guide through every detour and roadblock. Are we willing to trust him fully? Think about Thomas for a moment. He's honest, vulnerable, and confused. Lord, we don't know where we're going. Isn't that relatable? How many times have we looked up and said, God, I don't know where I'm headed? But Jesus responds with reassurance, a promise that he is not only the guide, but also the destination and the source of life itself. When life throws us into chaos, do we stop and remind ourselves of the one leading us is the way, the truth, and the life? Or do we default to panic mode? So how do we follow Jesus as our GPS? Here are 3 steps to keep you on track. Number 1, daily trust. Just as we trust a GPS to guide us, we need to trust Jesus, moment by moment. Number 2, know his voice. Spend time in Bible study and prayer. The more you know him, the clearer his voice becomes. And third, surrender your route. We often want to plot our own path, but surrender means letting go of our perfect plans and trusting God's greater map. Are you holding on to your plans so tightly that you're missing the path God has prepared for you? Friends, if today's message spoke to your heart, I invite you to reflect on where Jesus is leading you. If you haven't made the decision to let him be the guide of your life, there's no better time than now. Please, if this message touched you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next lesson. And if you're moved to help us continue sharing the gospel and reaching every corner of the earth, consider partnering with us on Patreon. Your support makes a world of difference. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments below. How has Jesus led you through moments when you felt lost? Your stories encourage more people than you know. Thank you for joining me on this journey through John. Remember, Jesus is not just a part of your journey, He is the way through it. God bless.